Hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. If you're jumping on, please let me know you can hear me. Incredible, beautiful, sunshiny day. It's Saturday. We're doing magical March moments with Wanda H. Grein, an incredible lady. If she's going to jump on in a minute and we'll add her. So she should be on any minute. Just let me know when you jump on. Hello, beautiful Leilani, my gorgeous, gorgeous soul sister. Hi, hi, hi. We've got an incredible guest here today, coming on shortly. You can hear me, beautiful. Thank you, Leilani. And her name is Wanda. So just waiting for her to jump on. Okay. It's just got to come onto the page. Wanda, are you there? Just make sure I've invited her, if you can all bear with me a moment. Very warm here in Gold Coast, Queensland today. Now she's invited, so there we go. Hi, Gabby, beautiful lady. How are you, darling? We have to catch up. It's been way too long. Now, Wanda, you just got to... Oh, there we are. Okay, approve. Adding. We're adding Wanda. Wanda. Wanda's going to be added. She should be here any minute with the beautiful...
Yay!
Yay!
Nearly had a nervous breakdown there.
Oh, no, it's all...
Sophie?
I'm fabulous. I am absolutely fabulous today. It's been a big week last week with Mercury retrograde and the full moon.
Oh, yes. And the equinox. That was also a powerful, expansion, allowing us all the opportunity to expand and really get rid of all the shit that's holding us back. I hope I can say shit on your live, but basically that's what it is, because it no longer serves us,
Yeah. Oh, gosh, I had massive transformation, and I went down to the beach. It was just the most incredible release, and just fabulous to have you on. It's welcome to Magical March Moments, interview number 15, I think we are. It's been, I had a week off myself, so I've got a few people just towards the end of the month that I'd like to bring on, and you were one of them, so thank you so much. Your bio, just to read to people, is just so extensive. If I could just introduce you to a few people. I'll have to read it because it's so long, but it's well worth reading. So you're an art consultant working in schools and universities for 38 years. I'm an artist as well. Yes. You can see behind.
Yes.
You started your own art studio business and continued to create mosaic murals, painted murals in public spaces, schools and churches in Sydney and Wollongong. How beautiful.
Yes.
And moved your gig of relaxing creative therapy for high-flying corporates when your husband lost his job. And you train and teach award winners in arts. Your students have stayed with you for several years, and you've seen a generation of youngsters grow up before your very eyes. It's just magical.
Yes.
So you've also created therapy programs for children, which included changing mindset, using creativity, drama, resilience training, very successful. And you've been a healer and a psychic soul tarot reader for many years, also doing all the expos on the Eastern Seaboard for years. You currently do daily tarot readings on your Facebook page, which I tune into.
That's right.
From 8:35 a.m. Monday to Friday. You also do Bali Bliss Art Retreats. It goes on and goes on and goes on. What I really found amazing your biggest achievement so far. You put together a peace project that you ran in unison with the blessings of the Dalai Lama, James Twyman, Nelson Mandela, and Archbishop Pell to support 33,000 children across the state of New South Wales in praying for world peace, and that was in December 2005. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So that's incredible. What a life of achievements you've had, and really, you know, you've just taken on a whole new role now to expand that in other areas. But apart from that, is there anything you want to add to your backstory there, just while
my gosh, no, look, you know, that was what I sort of worked with in my life, you know, tapping into the leadership, and also looking for something that would ignite my fires as I got older, because I sort of got a little bit sick and tired of the 9 to 5 working in the system, working in the system of work, that 9 to 5 structure, and I wanted to do something for myself. And I suppose the art studio was one way in which I could get out of the system and teach art the way I felt it should be taught. And it's not to say that I'm the end all and be all of answers, but you see, for me, art is a gateway to the soul. It's more than just painting. Sure, you can learn the skills, but when you start to paint, you actually start to vibrate at your own, at who you really are. And that's what people don't seem to realise when they come to an art class. How a person conducts themselves in a painting class is exactly how they do life. And if you're going, oh, this is no good and this is not right and that's not right, that's how you do your life. And you wonder why you're not moving forward. And as an art teacher, I can see it. And I say, look, step back, move back from your screen, from your mirror, and have a look. And not looking at what you can't do correctly, but looking at what else you can do in the lead up, because the art process is continually changing, but so does your life. Every minute you choose a different choosing. And so we get stuck in that loop of thinking that holds us back. Oh, I can't do it, I'm giving up. And a lot of the time I've had clients who've gone, I want to start again. I want to do another painting.
Just bring your head down a little bit. Yeah, sorry. You're cutting off the top of your head.
I've been holding it up. That's all right. Yeah, perfect. So, okay. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, so, you know, when I have clients who say, I want to start another painting, I say, then go home. Because if you're not going to complete one thing, that's the way you conduct your life either. You know, you don't finish anything in your life either. And it's just a reflection of what you do in your life. And so therefore, I think everybody should have an art teacher, you know, who is ready for them to take on their own inner expansion. And the time is now. The time is when you say that, you know, the power of now is so important. So that is why I love to teach art. And a lot of people are looking for art as, oh, you know, it's on my bucket list, or I want to learn skill. But really what they're looking for is that deep connection with their soul. You know? Yeah. Well,
I moved to Queensland 29 years ago, and I went to a place called Rainbow Beach opposite Fraser Island. And that's what I did for 12 months was I just immersed myself in art lessons with this beautiful art teacher there, walked on the beach, just grounded myself, and my mum did it with me. And it changed my world, discovering art.
Yes.
Such a great expression. Yeah.
Yes, and that is why I'm now focused on how I can cut back on my time, because I am semi-retired and I've never been so busy in my whole entire life learning new things. And far out, you know, like especially about myself, you know, that's number one. But number two is this, where I'm conducting workshops with men and women who really want to deep dive into themselves through art, through drama, through connection. And that's what my love is. I love seeing that transformational level, and I have been doing it at the corporate level, and I'd love to do that a lot more. So that is where I'm heading. And the Bali Bliss Retreats is a spring off from that. So people who want more of that can come then and do the full transformation in Bali. Why not Bali? Why not Bali?
Yeah, please, yeah. Pop the links in the comments afterwards so people know how to get in contact with you. So coming back to, obviously we've connected because we're both on this incredible journey through our online business, and we've got all walks of life that have joined, and it's why it's so interesting, because there's not one type of person, but obviously you've already got that personal growth within the spiritual zone and your energy zone. But how have you found this business has expanded that side of you?
Oh, where do I begin? Look, I always used to think to myself that I was a practitioner, and I wasn't good at business, but, get someone who can run the business for me and I'll be the frontline person. But you know what? I discovered after reading some books about Richard Branson, Grant Cardone, all of those guys who have made it to the top have all worked in both areas. And so that was a false belief that I had about myself. So working on this platform has not only opened up myself to where my limitations are, and I would have never, ever, ever have thought that I'd be doing what I do online right now. Never. And it was only a little whisper that one of my website designers actually said to me, Wanda, what do you think about working online? I went, oh, no, I'm not that kind of person. But look, I wish I'd done it sooner now. It's not that hard. I just have to get over myself and stop worrying about what I look like, because at the end of the day, people really want to know my message. They're there listening to my soul readings of a morning because they're waking up, they're distressed, they're upset. They're wondering where their life is going. They're feeling strange things. And so the messages, the responses that I'm getting back in my personal feed after I've done a tarot reading, which is really like picking up on the collective energy at that moment in that time frame, is helping them continue with their life and giving them the confidence that they need to move forward. So how has it improved my life? Oh, I wish I was 25 again with this knowledge I have right now, really.
Yeah, we are so blessed with the teachings, and I mean, just touching on that energy side and the spiritual side, the people that are involved in this. We've got Debbie Muse, we've got lots of different spiritual energy people that are drawn to this business because it's calling us. It's calling us to give that love out into the world and spread our message. I just love the array of spiritual people that are involved.
And absolutely. And you know what is, even if you took the word spiritual out of the equation, and looked at it in the terms of the value of truth, people want to work with authentic people. They don't want the big hard sell. They don't want the killing, let's kill it. They want the feeling that they belong. They want to be understood. And this platform gives us that. It gives us those values. And sure, they have always worked on a spiritual level, but is that not the real humanity? Maybe we have been sidetracked with bullshit for too long, and people are people are coming back to their truth. They want to know, how can I be of service? They want to know how they can, the natural. When a disaster happens, what happens? People come to the rescue in that bravery, and that is where business is going. Well, that is what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
People are listening to the call. They're listening to the call. They're listening to their soul. They're going, right, how can I do this? And stepping out of that fear of the paradigm of you can't do that, you're not worthy, don't be ridiculous, stick to the 9 to 5, stick to the cow's ass in front of you, for God's sake. And people are moving away. They're starting to move away from the cow's ass in front of them, and they're starting to think, well, what else is there? They're thinking outside the box, and that's what I love. That's what I love about this platform. And even with me, you know, having years of spiritual experience, well, what the hell does that mean? You know, it means really nothing. When you are ready to grow and expand and really step into your discomfort, and it is uncomfortable, even for me, I don't look to see what I do know. I look to see what else can I learn, and that is the power. It's the power that keeps you young, keeps you vibrant, keeps you alive, keeps you happy, and keeps you choosing what you really want to do in your life, you know?
Wonderful. I've got my beautiful friend from Missouri, Leilani, asking how much do you charge for your readings. Wanda will put all those details and connection in the comments. Gorgeous, Leilani. Wonderful, wonderful. So obviously you've just mentioned that this has opened up your professional life, being able to spread your message. But how has it impacted you in achieving those goals and dreams, and financially? Obviously your whole world's changed with your husband losing his position as well. How has that all opened up for you now?
Oh, look, opening up, well, we're still in the process of change, you know. My husband now, because I'm the front end bird and I need someone at the back end, and so our relationship has hugely shifted, where we are now experimenting with him taking care of the whole back end, where I could just do the fore end, and there's growth there as well. Another level of understanding in the partnership part. And how it's impacted me is that I can get a greater level of leverage by doing what I do best, and my husband stepping into taking over the house. We're swapping roles, if you like, in a way, and we're still experimenting with that to see if it works, because this is all a discomfort, because I've been so used to being, you know, the mother, and now I'm stepping into being a leader, and a leader needs a team, and a leader needs a support team to work with. And the girls in my team that I have already, we are all working at the same level, and my fear always was stepping up that I'd get it wrong, you know, that I'm just like an island on my own and I can create and help people on my own in my own way, but that's not how it works. The idea is working with teams, working with your soul tribe, if you like, and we all have different skills, and then utilising that within the team. So I have to change my view in ways in which my husband wants to work, and for myself. So it's changing constantly. The last 2 months have been really stressful in terms of where do I fit, where do you fit, how are we going to get this to work? And it can change relationships, and that's okay too, because there's another belief there that we should be with the one relationship forever, and that's not necessarily true either. And it's a different level of understanding. It's another deep level of working together for the common good, if that makes any sense. And even though people in my team have a different reason for being on the platform, we work together, because ultimately what we want to do is help change the world.
Yeah, and I mean, I just love, I shared one of the lives the other day with the couples. There's so many couples doing this together, and what it's done is it's brought marriages back together. They have to go through that period that you've just gone through, but what it's done is it's brought couples back together to enjoy family time, to really understand, instead of one walking out the door to go to work, one coming home. There's quite a lot of couples that are drawn to do this together, and it's changing families worldwide. It's just beautiful to see, and of course passing it down, like you have with your grandchildren and your children. And it's so exciting to see that we can leave that legacy that is going to last lifetimes.
Absolutely. And I just love it that husbands and wives can work together for a common goal, and for my husband and I, that we're sort of like we're at that semi-retired age. And semi-retireds tend to think, well, what else can I do? I'm still got a brain. I've still got life within me. Okay, yeah. I'm retired or I'm semi-retired, but what else can I do? And I strongly suggest try this education platform that we're working with. And sure, yeah, I knew nothing about anything before and I didn't think I was techie, but in such a short time I've learned so much. And it's got nothing to do with how bright you are. It's got to do with how dedicated you are to yourself to make things work. It's at a deeper level. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
And with my husband and I, well, we're still trying it out and we're working in a different way now. We are trying constantly. So my husband's up leveling him, even though I'm at the moment the forefront of the business, I hope that makes sense. On him.
So good on him for having a go. I take my hat off to it, because it's hard enough for men to go, okay, well, I'm open to learning something new, and being at that age group to say, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to have your back. I'm going to do the back end. I'm going to try.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah,
that is incredible. What a beautiful, beautiful story. So I wonder, we've got people that are watching us on the fence and been watching your journey. And what would you say to the people out there that are looking from afar and have the fears and have all those talks in the brain going, what you've just said, I'm not this, I'm not that. What would you say to them that are sitting on the fence? What would be your advice to them?
Okay, my advice would be this. I have gone, or I'm just letting you know my own thing. When I wanted to go into business and I wanted to try something online, because this is where it is right now, right? This is where it is. And this is not just me talking, because I always thought that I was in the physical way. Like the physical hands-on, and it's becoming more than hands-on. It's becoming multidimensional. And so if you're sitting on the fence and you're wondering to yourself, well, would this be work for me? The only way to find out is to step into it. And there's that trial, that beautiful free 14-day trial that they can hop onto and check it out for themselves. We have coaches who will see if you are truly aligned with this, because we're not in the business of BS. We're in the business of expansion. And if you can see this for you, then you have that opportunity. You have that opportunity just to give it a shot. And then you will know. And then if it's not for you, then at least you step and look into another direction. But it is for you, you'll be so glad you did it. And that's exactly where I was. And I thought to myself, do I want another thing? And I remembered what my website guy said to me when he said, online is where it is, Wanda. You've got to go there. And I thought, right, here is an opportunity. And you
were getting the taps on the shoulder.
Absolutely. I know it was in my gut. It was just, I had a gut feeling this is the way to go. And I'm so glad I did. Oh, I'm so glad I did.
Wonderful. And so what would you say you're most grateful for in saying yes to yourself on this?
Oh, what am I most grateful for? Look, I have to, this is going to sound really stupid, but
no.
I'm most grateful for the shit that I've been in the last 2 months, because I'll probably have a cry, but
that's all right, babe.
It's brought so much awareness, so much growth, and I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because there's so much possibility. There is so much expansion, and when I say expansion, there's so much more room for other stuff that you can do, and it brings me to tears because we have this opportunity to rise. And those of you sitting there wondering, what else can I do? Then try it. My husband is coming more and more into himself on the person he is meant to be, unless he decides to stop. But we would have never have gotten here ourselves without this education system. because it's teaching us a lot about ourselves.
Yeah.
And
so you've given so much to everybody. You've given so much to everybody all your life. You've give, and now this teaches you to give back to yourself. And
correct.
you deserve that,
100%.
Wanda. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know what? You know, it is in that growth. It is in that fear. It is in that mess that you find yourself in that you realise this other potential that comes up, but you have to go. It's like, you know, when we were little, I don't know whether you remember, and used to go through those ghost trains. And the train would go along and go into the dark tunnel. And it's sort of a little bit like that. You know, you're going into that dark tunnel and you don't really know what's ahead of you. You can't see the horizon line, and yet you know that you're going to come out. You know, there'll be an end of that journey. And that's exactly what it's like when you come out. You go, oh, my gosh, look at what I've learnt about myself. Look at what I was able to let go of, something I believed in, to accept something else, to make room for a new way of being. And that is exactly what is happening right now. So the tears aren't because I'm sad. The tears are because of relief, I suppose. You know.
I'm the same. I think we're all at different levels of the journey, and the beautiful thing about it is you're held all the way through by people who've gone before us. The people are going with us. Yes. People are going behind us. We're all on the same level and the same journey. And we can share. We've got beautiful private groups where we share our vulnerabilities and we share our journey, and everybody holds your space, and there's no judgment. And we've all got our shit to get through. I've got so much shit that I've had to get through, and I've got so much more to go through. And that's the thing; it never ends. It's a continual growth of evolving, and because you're a heart-centered, beautiful, aware, attuned in person, you've got so much to give to people, and it shows every day on your lives.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk with you. I would not, if I had an opportunity to change anything right now, I would not change it, because I'm meant to be here right now, as is, where I am right now in this moment. And every moment is good. Every moment, even though you're going through the shit, it's still good. You know what I mean? It's still all good.
Notice it.
Yes.
Yeah, allow the feeling. And before, I would never allow the feeling. I would just get caught down and let it drag. But now we allow the feeling and we release it, and we learn from it. And it's so refreshing. So with that, Wanda, what are you looking forward to through the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? What's on your vision?
Well, what's on my vision? Okay, so with my vision, I'm going to be expanding my team, and my husband and I will be moving to Port Macquarie, close to where my grandchildren are, so that I can be available to them while they're still young, because I would love to teach them art. I would love to teach them that side that they're not getting at the moment, and be available to them, and be available to my son as well, because we live so far away from each other at the moment. But the ultimate game is to expand my own vision of my business as a wellness centre, so that when you come into my business, you will be able to have a tarot reading. You'll be able to have an art class. You'll be able to do yoga. You'll be able to learn about essential oils. You can have a coaching call. You can have an advisory call with somebody. You can come in and there'll always be a space for a massage, but a healing massage. And that is a wellness centre. It's my vision. So that is what I'd love to create, and I cannot let go of it. And even though I think, I'm too old. Come on,
no,
Wanda.
You're not.
Go to Costa Rica, for God's sake. I want to do that too in the next 3 months, Go to Costa Rica. But you know what? There's ways of learning. There's ways of doing things that I haven't even thought of. And, the best thing about working with my partner up there, that's the universe. I'm in co-creation with it. And it just gives me a little bit to chew on at a time, because if I could see the big picture, it would be nothing like what they see for me, what the universe has in store for me. So I'm trusting the journey. You know, I'm trusting the journey. And
it's a beautiful, beautiful
I don't
journey.
know the big picture.
I see that. I see the wellness centre, and I can't wait to come and visit. I have beautiful vision of you with your wellness centre. So I'm not sure if you bought your cards or if you wanted to draw a card before the end. Yay!
I have, and I'm going to read a card now for everybody online right now who's on here. So I will read, and whatever question that you have in your mind, I talk from my soul to your soul, and that's how I always read. I read between the lines, and when I listen to you speak, I hear you between the lines. And so I'm kind of a person who...
We've got some beautiful people on. We've got Gabby, my dear friend. We've got Valentino. We've got Leilani. And we've got Patricia, Rochelle, gorgeous people online.
So
thank you
on
all.
Right now and watching the replay, here it is, because this card, so whatever question that you have right now, whatever it is, whether it's stepping into something new, whether it's expanding from something within yourself, whether it's letting go of what no longer serves you. So I'm just working with the cards now. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Okay, so the card for this episode, for this particular, is the lady. She is the goddess of the world, and she represents the new things coming in. If you have a look there, she's sitting in the chair and she is pregnant. Now that doesn't mean you're going to fall pregnant. Well, it could mean that if you're wanting a child. So if you're wanting a baby, or if you're wanting to conceive, now is the time. And because she's a major arcana card, it actually means that it could be the next 12 months to manifest. So this is the 12 months. So it also means if you're looking for something new, if you're looking to dip your toe into the water of a new business, of a new platform, now is the time to try. Now is the time. If you are looking to change home, because this is what the home is all about as well, now is the time. If you're looking to give yourself more self-love, now is the time. And so this card is a very positive card, and it's also a reminder that the spirit, whatever you call it, the spirit, the universe, God, is loving you. Your oversouls and your guides are loving you, and they're constantly guiding you, and all you need to do is ask for their guidance. You just need to say that. We call it prayer as Christians, right? But even if you just speak from your heart, call it prayer, call it inner meditation, whatever you want to call it, it is saying now is the time. And all you have to do is take the first step into the ghost tunnel. Take that first step and see what happens, because there's magic on the other side. And this is what she brings us, that motherly love.
I love it.
And those of you, there's the last one that's just come into my feeling. Those of you may, who are online, may have a family member who may be asked to look after a child or an animal or a pet, where you're being the mother, where you are being the maternal looker afterer. And that's a good thing, because you remind yourself that you can love, you know, that love is all really that there is with this card.
Yes, yes,
Okay?
yes. Gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you so much. So everybody, just please share this video, and if you're watching the replay, put in hashtag replay. If you'd like to reach out for a reading, Leilani, Wanda will put the link in the comments. Yes. And every morning at 8:30, is it? 8:30 every morning?
And also those who are on, just find me. Just find me and message me. That's the simplest way. You know, that's the simplest way to find me. Just find me. You've got my name up there. Go to my personal page. Send me a message. You know, let me know that you're seeking it. I can send you some information, and then we go from there. It's as simple as that. You know, it's very easy. Okay.
Beautiful.
Easy,
Is there
easy, Japanesey.
Anything you want to leave us with there, beautiful lady?
Oh, look, Sophia, thank you so much for the opportunity, for talking with you. I honour you in your part, and those of you who are listening and who've sat with the lovely interview, go do and be the change that you want to be. And I know that Nelson Mandela said that, but really that's what it's all about right now. Yeah. So, you know, step into your greatness and do it step by step. And that's what it's all about, having the courage to do that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you. A beautiful background where you are.
Yes, that's why I wanted it. I said to my husband, quick, I want to find the water, because I love water. Water's very much in the tarot, you know, that water, that healing water, that energy, you know. If you're feeling a bit flat today, go and have a swim. Go to the closest beach, jump in a pool, do something. Go and have a swim, wash away. You know, that supermoon is asking us always to transform, and water just cleans your aura. It cleans your energy field, you know.
I'm off to the beach this afternoon with my boys. I can't wait. Thank you again, and
it's a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. You have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much. And send me the link to this. I can set it working on my page. You know,
you can just share straight from mine. All right,
okay,
darling. Then. I'll share it for you.
Thank you so much.
Darling.
Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye, honey.
Sophie. Thank you so much, darling. Love you.
My
Bye-bye.
pleasure. Bye, everybody.